Okay, let's talk about the Nintendo Direct. So that's not one of my streaming days, so I don't have the green screen up. So we're doing it this setup. But anyway, I've already watched it. I watched it this morning because I knew the internet was going to spoil things for me, but I couldn't actually like do my live reaction. I had to go to work, but I did see it. So we're gonna go ahead and skim through all the things that happened in the Nintendo Direct, and I'm going to give my opinions about it. I'm not gonna show the whole trailers. I'm just gonna skim and talk about the things that's already there because you probably already know what's there. I know what's there, so let's talk about it. But before we get into the actual Direct, I want to clarify things about the patent that Nintendo put on, and another reason why people need to stop like believing in clickbait. So if you look into the patent of the summoning monsters patent they put in, there is a lot more detail in the patent than just game mechanic of summoning monsters. There's a little bit more nuance and there's more detail, which essentially means, with all the detail that they added, you can't make Pokemon. You can't have like fantastical animal-like creatures that gets captured by a ball to then use to fight. It's very specific. I'm not saying doing patents for games is right. Like, I hate, putting patent on game mechanics. Just everybody should just try to make the best games they can. No one should own a patent. No one should own a mechanic of a video game. But it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm gonna try to have it, very little editing. This is just gonna be pure word vomit opinions. We're just gonna get through it. Another thing I want to say though, like with all these dislikes, just because the one thing that you wanted is in the Direct doesn't mean the whole Direct is ass. There's so many people who are like, this Direct fucking sucked. Now, I'm not saying this is the best Direct that of the year, but like it showed some cool shit, and it showed some not cool shit. So let's get into it. So 40th year anniversary Mario Museum, and then talk about Orlando, Florida. When it comes to Mario World, stuff like that, cool stuff. Talk about Mario. There's the Orlando, Florida stuff. Hey, we're already getting a second movie. I wasn't a fan of the first movie. I just wasn't. It's a fine movie, but it's the equivalent of jingling keys in front of a kid to distract them. Like, there was very little substance. It was just throw reference at you over and over and over again. That's all the movie was. I want to think that this would be a better movie. It already has points off for probably having Chris Pratt back as Mario. Chris Pratt is not Mario. Awful voice acting choice. I like him as an actor. He is not Mario. Awful choice. But I'm hoping that if this movie is based off of Mario Galaxy, which weird point for a second movie in the franchise. I guess Sonic did it with, Shadow skipping, Metal Sonic and all that. I'm hoping that it's going to be a tight-knit story. I hope it's not just going to be fan service with no substance, the movie, like the last movie was. So, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool idea. Yeah, Chris Pratt is Mario again. I apparently missed that. Yeah. Jack Black, yeah, same voice actors. Now, this leading into the release of Mario Galaxy 2. I'm sure people who bought 3D All-Stars is a little annoyed because that already came with Super Mario Galaxy, just not 2. Having a Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 bundle is cool. It is a full-price game, so I get that it's not ideal for it to be $70 for remasters of old games, but it is 2 games. You're getting 2 full games in one, so you can't be too disappointed. I know they're old games; they're Wii games. They're technically retro if you go off of the 15-year rule. So like it's cool, and it doesn't seem like that it's going to be limited because they didn't say it's limited. So, fucking free reign. It's cool. A little bit pricey, but it's not bad. Again, I'm not an all or nothing guy. Like I'll admit. They're saying that all the games are already played. I was hoping for Mario Maker 3 or like a Switch 2 version that has mouse control, because building levels with Mario Maker with mouse controls would be so good. Not another Mario Tennis. It's Mario Tennis. I don't know what else you want from me. It's a tennis game with Mario. I might get this. I never played Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I should have. Never did. But I think I will get the Switch 2 version when I can. There's so many other games I want to get, so this is still kind of on my back burner. Like, I know it's probably the most creative 2D platformer Mario that we've gotten in 20 years, but it's still a 2D Mario platformer, just with new mechanics. Okay. Skip. A new Yoshi game, like it's basically like Yoshi Story, art style and all that. That's cool. There are definitely fans out there who wanted another Yoshi game. That's pretty cool. Third party game. This looks like a kind of like Contra style game. It's kind of whatever. We have Puyo Puyo Splatoon. That's what this is, and it's co-op exclusive, so it's kind of like Split Fiction and It Takes Two and games like that, where you have to have a partner in order to play this game. It's Puyo Puyo Tetris. It's you're combining same color into row 4 of these creatures, you know, Eggman, Mean Bean Machine, but it's also guns and like a third person puzzle / platformer. It's Puyo Puyo Splatoon, so no issue there. Tomodachi Life, totally cool for the people who like it. I probably won't get this. I didn't play the first one. I don't really know what it like. Obviously, it's a quote unquote cozy game. But nothing that I will probably get into when it comes to cozy games. There is another cozy game later on that I might get. We'll talk about it once we get there. We're getting Mortal Kombat Collection. That's cool and all. Final Fantasy, I already have it on PlayStation. I don't need it on Switch. More indie stuff. Crafting, survival, building, indie game. Super Giant Games. This looks kind of cool. Like the art style of like the animation here is pretty cool.
Of the underworld.
Like that's pretty cool. When we get into the game, this is an isometric Diablo-esque game. That's totally fine. Oh, it's Hades 2. Yeah, okay. I for some reason missed that. It's Hades 2. Amiibos for Air Ride, which work just like the amiibos in Smash, because Sakurai's behind this. He definitely has a very specific way of programming things with style and mechanics. You could train your amiibos to race good. And they're having another separate Kirby Air Ride Direct. We didn't need 2 directs for this game. It's a Kirby racing game. Like, we'll find out the rest later. Like, I don't think we need the second presentation. Now this I was hoping we were gonna get a release date for this, which we do. Fantastic. We got a release date for Age of Imprisonment. and we're just getting more footage for Age of Imprisonment. And they talk about, like, you know, the creation of Hyrule and your allies and whatever. We get a Korok buddy, which theory crafting definitely supports the refounding of Hyrule, opposed to this being the original founding of Hyrule, because the Koroks didn't exist before. The Koroks existed after the Kokiri. They are descendants of Kokiri, meaning if there's a Korok in this game, that means the Kokiri already lived. And I don't think it is a split evolution like the Rito and the Zora are, because Kokiri don't work off of evolution. They work off of tree magic or whatever. Zonai devices for weapons. Sonya is hot badass. We got it. You can game share with Switch 1 users. Wild. New Zonai tech that's not in Tears of the Kingdom, which could be explained with 10,000 years of rot and hiding away. You only got so much. All cool stuff. And then we got Dragon Quest. You can see that Akira Toriyama art style. It's definitely an emulation of his art style. You can definitely tell that he didn't directly work on this game, but Dragon Quest fans are eating up. She's cute. Yeah, so Dragon Quest doing stuff. They're talking about the app. Virtual Boy. Oh my god. Dumb. 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 And dumb. What a waste of space and what a waste of money. No one, and I mean no one, asked for the Virtual Boy. Like, in a genuine sense, no one asked for the Virtual Boy. I do not know why they decided to go this route for the classic systems. There's so many other classics that they could have done. And they should have just never done Virtual Boy. Virtual Boy tanked. Virtual Boy sucked. There is no reason to bring it back. This is the peripheral is a waste of money. It's a waste of hard drive space to download it. I don't understand the rationale behind this. There's so many things that people wanted. This could have been used for actual, like the time they used to make this Virtual Boy, they could have made some actually good accessories, or make Star Fox, or something. What a waste. What a waste. So that was flaccid. Definitely sucked. Yeah, I don't care about Fatal Frame. So, useless to me. We got some One Piece action. I accidentally missed this when I originally watched it. Yeah, we're just going through a bunch of third-party stuff now. You got Stardew, you got whatever. Power Wash Simulator, I don't care. I tell you, we're skimming and we're giving opinions. Not sure what this game was. I think I actually skipped it because I got it watching this late. Like I didn't wake up early enough to actually watch this when it started. What is this? Okay, this cool reveal of a mechanic. Samus on a motherfucking motorcycle. Metroid Prime 4 having a motorcycle is awesome, which means that there's going to be an open world with Prime. It's not going to be a fully linear game. It's going to be some sort of open world, at least between sections going into open segments. And you're going to be able to drive the motorcycle around with quick, fun traversal. I like this. This is cool. And it's like the bikes from that N64 game, the GX whatever. I have it. I'm not going to spend the time to grab it, but I have it. So that's what this bike reminded me of, is that N64 game specifically. So that's I don't know if that's a homage or it's just like what they decided to make her bike look like, because that's, I mean, it's very Metroid looking. Like, it fits. So that's cool. That's definitely cool. And then you get to hop off and just start blasting foes. Metroid Prime 4. This looks like it's gonna be a good game. And we got a release date for that too. And they're Metroid and Zelda coming out this year. One in October, one in November, almost a week apart. My wallet is done for. Okay. This is cool. I love the music here.
DLC is smashing its way into...
I love that Bonanza is giving so much love to Donkey Kong 64. It's so good. So we have Donkey Kong Island now. That's an Emerald Rush. Donkey Kong Island being just a hub world. I don't know if there's like extra challenges here to really justify making this a paid DLC. If DK Island has like extra challenges and stuff like that, cool. Then I get the paid DLC part. Emerald Rush, it's a cool add-on. Emerald Rush essentially is a roguelike mode in Donkey Kong Bonanza, where you collect emeralds and you have to collect so much emeralds, and then every stage you have to collect more emeralds, and you get power-ups per run that you do, and then random power-ups per run. The roguelike shit. It's a roguelike gold collector, but instead of gold, it's emeralds. So I mean that's cool. I mean I do enjoy the Donkey Kong Island love. Obviously it's modernized. It doesn't look exact. It's like a hybrid between N64 and Donkey Kong Country. Like that's kind of how it looks. I mean, the face like on Donkey Kong Island actually is closer resembles to the Rare face of his. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, we got the Emerald, we got the roguelike mode, and does all that. Here we go. So new Pokemon game. We are Ditto. Ditto transforms into what it thinks a human looks like, and we have Pokemon Crossing. That's not what it's called. It's like Pokepia. This looks like a fun, cute game. This is a crafting, cozy game that I might actually get, especially if there's a Torchic in there. I want to be best friends with my Torchic. So it seems like a fun game. It seems like it's a cute Pokemon game. Like that's cool. Like you get to just hang out with Pokemon friends. I mean, you are an uncanny looking Ditto creature that is human. It's pretending to be human. It's weird. I don't understand the Ditto choice. Like because Dittos look dumb when they transform. I don't understand that choice. So I'm not really a fan of that choice. But again, just being able to hang out with a bunch of Pokemon while you are building your island or whatever, like it's fun. That's a cute idea. Now, Game Freak. So give me more trailer footage for ZA. Totally cool. I will probably get this, but there's a problem. So October 16th. God, the back end of this year is loaded. Game, cool. I'm probably gonna get it. It seems like a fun Pokemon game that it will actually run well. Here's my problem. They're announcing DLC, and there's a lot of people from. So like I defend Nintendo of choices because people over hate Nintendo, right? So I defend Nintendo. I make rationales decisions, and it's not just Nintendo. Any decision in the gaming industry that makes sense, that there's rationale behind it, I will defend. or I'll attack stupid shit. This is a stupid shit. Announcing DLC, because this is a Pokemon DLC, Mega Dimension, announcing DLC for a game that isn't even out yet, a paid DLC. If it was a free DLC, like, hey, we're working on expanding the game, we just didn't have time before release, so we're going to give you a DLC. Cool. Awesome. But a paid DLC that definitely looks like it has a completely separate idea from the main game. It is definitely an add-on. But announcing it a month before the fucking game releases is ludicrous. It's insane that they decided, like, they thought that was a good move. I don't know why. Like, I'm out of principle, I'm not going to get this DLC because I do not want to set a precedent of, like, hey, we could give you extra content that could have been in the game, but it's not in the game. Like, announcing DLC for a game that isn't out yet is crazy. I know companies work on DLCs at the same time as, like, when the game is closing up. Like, if the game is close to gold and they're like, hey, I think this game's going to do well, we can work on DLC right now. Like, let's brainstorm some DLC ideas. How about that? Like, I get that, but the fact that they have so much done, like, with a trailer, and like they have an idea for this paid DLC, and it's not even the base game isn't even out yet. Insane, absolutely insane. I could not care less about Danganronpa, like, not at all whatsoever. I have this on PlayStation 5, but it's cool that Switch users are now getting Dynasty Warriors Origins, which makes sense that Dynasty Warriors would be on the Switch since this company's been working on the Hyrule Warriors games. So, like, that's cool. Monster Hunter Stories 3, having Monster Friends is a fun, cute idea. 2 Point Museum, don't care. Yeah, so there's a bunch of third-party shit that they just kind of skimmed by. Little Nightmares 3, I know Heather, the wife, is excited for. Because she played the first two, she was totally all about it. This is not made by the same developers. There's another game that those developers making that is kind of like Little Nightmares, but it's co-op. So she's also looking forward to that. But Little Nightmares 3 coming out, sick. I think it's coming out for other platforms too, though. So we also, while that Capcom went with Nintendo to show this off, Resident Evil 9. I knew, like, I could tell by the art style that this was the new Resident Evil game. Like, this is a new style since 7. You can even see a little bit in 6. RE9 Requiem. Resident Evil Requiem. Like, that's cool, especially for the Resident Evil fans. Not really a Nintendo announcement that I was excited to hear for, but especially since it's probably going to be on other systems. This might be a time exclusive, probably not though. Resident Evil 9. Cool. Again, not a Nintendo-based announcement that was really caring for, but as an announcement in general, pretty cool. And it coming with boobs. No, coming with Resident Evil 7 and 8, like, coming to the Switch. Cool. Cool shit. Now for my disappointment. I do not like Fire Emblem. I know people who like Fire Emblem. I have a friend who likes Fire Emblem, but I am not into Fire Emblem, especially with how much Fire Emblem is in Smash. So the fact that I was really hoping for something more to end off the Direct. I don't think Fire Emblem has the pop in the community like almost any other Nintendo IP. Like, a new Fire Emblem game like is for the Fire Emblem fans. I don't think Fire Emblem is gonna get any new fans. So like, I mean, this is cool for people who. This is cool for Fire Emblem fans, sure. I don't think this was worthy of a. We have one last announcement. Stay tuned. We're gonna blow your fucking socks off. And then we got Fire Emblem. I don't think it's a franchise that it like has enough pop within the zeitgeist. I know Japan is more about Fire Emblem than America is, or the rest of the world. Really, it's really almost Japan exclusive when it comes to like the fandom. Not saying obviously American like people around the world like it, but I don't know. I know it's a Nintendo IP, and ending off the directives, I guess I guess it's fine. But it's not for me. I'm not a fan. And that's the direct. That is the Nintendo Direct. There's some cool shit in there. Definitely not the best direct of the year. There's some cool stuff. There's more to know about games that we already know about. There's some releases. That's cool. There was some DLC stuff for games. Yeah. So far, like it was an okay direct. With some parts that, or a lot of parts that I just don't really care about. But again, new information on Zelda and Metroid is cool. The Pokemon Animal Crossing game is cute. The new Pokemon game is gonna be cool, but I hate the fact that they announced DLC for it when it's not even out yet. Bonanza DLC already, which is cool. It's already been a month, so it's like it makes sense. Like, hey, we got this little extra mode. Like, cool. Virtual Boy is a dumb, stupid idea that's dumb and stupid. A waste of goddamn money on everybody's part. Anybody who buys it and anybody who worked on it, absolute waste. I don't know why they did that. Otherwise, yeah, the fans of the specific series got what they want. There's some fans of certain series that they didn't get what they want, and then they call the entire direct trash because they didn't get fucking Star Fox or whatever. Like, yeah, I want Star Fox, but the other things are cool too. Like, you're watching a Nintendo Direct, but if you're only looking for one thing, it's like, oh, well, I didn't get my fucking Twilight Princess remake, so the whole thing is fucking shit. Stop it. Stop it with that. But yeah. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, subscribe if you want to see even more. Check out the links down below. And until next time, bye.